Man, how much has our world changed?
I know. It's crazy.
I mean, just listening to Don talk about all the rules that are now in place.
I had a lot more questions to ask Don, too, and I just didn't go there because I just knew he was already over his own personal comfort zone line.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to take him that much further.
Yeah, but that's the whole thing, though. It's just like, how much has our world changed? You can't do anything anymore.
Mm-hmm. And it's funny that he's even saying things going, oh, I can't say that now, can I?
Yeah. But
nothing. What's he got to lose?
Well, again, you never know who's going to pull that card on you.
Yeah, well, that's it. I mean, but I mean, I get it, but the damage is kind of done at this point.
Well, I'm talking about new damage.
Yeah, but I mean, he might as well be married at this point.
Well, does it matter?
Well, that's what I'm saying, is the damage is already done. If somebody's going to pull the card on him, it'll be for something he did in 1993 or whatever.
But I'm talking about a new incident.
Yeah, well, that was why I made the point to him about the about how I noticed how he kept everybody outside of him.
Well, again, that's what I'm saying. How much has our world changed? You can't even relax now as a celebrity.
Yeah.
You got to watch everything you do, everything you say, who you talk to, what you said to them. Yeah. So somebody can't just say, "Oh, well, he did this, or he abused me, or he blah blah blah."
Right. And meanwhile, how many years ago was it that me, you, Don, the band, Mick, the whole band, and a couple of other band guys and fans were in that bar after the Dawkins show in Cleveland? What was that, 6 years ago, 7 years ago?
Yeah, it was about 6 years ago.
6 years ago. Meanwhile, there were chicks everywhere. They were sitting on Don's lap taking pictures. They were taking pictures in your lap.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And now Don would be scared for his fucking career.
Yeah, of course.
He'd be like, no, don't sit here. Don't buy me anything.
Well, I mean, look, just even 3 years ago when what was that? It was about 3 years ago, maybe even 4 already, when we did the whole Dawkins debacle in Dayton.
Yeah.
And the stories out there that Don punched my mom in the face and she did this. It's like, really? When did that happen?
Yeah. Yeah. You were right there the whole time and didn't see any of that shit.
Nope. But
somebody's claiming it.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a disaster these days, man. It's fucking terrible.
Yep. Can't do shit.
Yeah. I would have loved to heard Don's take on, actual dating these days, and starting with you have to ask a chick if she ever had a dick. That's like a date. That's like a first date question, isn't it?
Anymore, yeah.
You got to think it has to be a question. Did you ever have a dick? Because I don't want to date anybody that used to have a dick.
Right.
Or still does.
Wow.
It's crazy, dude.
It is crazy. It's a bizarre world we live in.
Well, hopefully the meteor just hits us here soon. I saw that there was one the size of a car, and they only saw it like 4 hours or something before it got to our atmosphere.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
No, I heard about it. I didn't read the whole thing.
It's too bad it didn't fucking land.
Yeah. More of them, they just miss or they just burn up.
Yeah. Would have been great if it would have just landed right on fucking the San Andreas Fault.
Caused a major earthquake, just destroyed everything.
Get rid of California.
Yeah.
Just collateral damage to some other places, but Jesus Christ. Start over here. If we had nothing but clouds and dust for the next 20 years, the last thing we'd be worried about is if somebody said pussy the wrong way.
Right.
Stupid.
Then they'd really be screaming about climate change.
But isn't that the craziest thing of all? If we had some mega thing break out, whatever it would be, let's say the bubonic plague actually does break out in L.A.
It's on its way.
Let's say it kills 500,000 people in L.A., in Los Angeles, in California.
Okay.
Okay, it kills 500,000 people. This whole specter of, well, you can't speak that way and this way will be off the map.
It would be, because now you're concerned about your health and your safety and not catching some kind of deadly disease.
Exactly. No one's going to give a shit if you're called ma'am or sir. It will no longer be an issue. That's how pathetically unimportant these fucking issues that people are making to be, quote, important actually are.
Right.
If anything were to happen, it would derail it to where no one would pay attention. Just like after 9/11. Do you remember any of the political climate on 9/10?
No.
None. You just don't remember any of it. And for about 6 months, you didn't know of anything else. There was nothing out of anybody's mouth after 9/11 except 9/11. And kill these fucking ragheads. That's all you heard.
Right.
Kill these fucking people, support our cops, support our firefighters. That was it. You didn't hear any other political bullshit. None. And now we're just a fucking bunch of weeping bitches.
Well, that just goes to show you the greatness of this country, that if that's all you have to worry about.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, but dude, this thing, I wanted to ask Don about that too, and I forgot, about the LA thing, because he's got a place near there, doesn't he, where it's really bad? Isn't his place somewhat near where all the homeless people are in LA?
Well, he's in Beverly Hills, which is kind of north of LA.
Well, it's not that far.
No, it's not that far. It's 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, he's 20 minutes away from potential death. If he got sick.
Well, that's why he hides away at his house in Santa Fe up on the mountain.
It's like, if it gets too much worse, he'll be putting boulders and shit in his driveway so nobody can drive up it.
Yeah, he'll keep a supply of breathing masks available.
Yeah.
You got to wear a breathing mask every time you go out of the house.
Well, he's got them because he's painting, so he's ready. We are a damaged society.
It is.
Sad.
I'm sure it's Trump's fault, though.
I'm sure it is. Dude, I love that I threw you under the bus.
He knows. We've had these discussions.
I know. That was funny. That made the whole interview, I thought, though, was throwing you under the bus about Trump.
Well, what's really funny, though, is that when we've had the discussion, especially when over Thanksgiving, we discussed it, and it's like, I'm not on board with that guy, but I do like what he did here, and this and the other, but I don't like what he did here, and this other thing, It's
exactly.
Like, you got, whatever.
Well, guess what? You guys are two adults. You can have a difference of opinion without saying, well, fuck you, man.
Yeah. But, I mean, even said tonight, I'm no fan of Trump, but I got to agree with him here and there, and this and what he's doing here. And it's like, okay.
That's how I feel, too. I'm not a fan. You know that. Yeah. I don't hate him. I'm certainly not like a left asshole. But, I don't hate the guy. I wish he would not be a child sometimes with his fucking Twitter. But, he's done some things I'm okay with, and that's cool. As I've said all along, I think all politicians are fucking criminals. He's just another one. And that's just the way that's the way I view it.
Yeah.
But because you and I even have different opinions, it's not like well, we got to end the show now.
Nah, it's not. For me, it's a talking point. It's not even it's not a personal thing with me at all.
Yeah, well, in the end, whatever Donald Trump does, it might affect our life on some level, I guess. But day to day, how we act, how we perform, what we do, doesn't fucking affect us.
Yep.
And if more people would take that opinion, then guess what? We wouldn't have all this fucking PC bullshit.
Yeah, I agree.
We could just live our lives, and you can hate whoever. You could hate George Bush. Remember everybody that hated fucking George Bush?
Yep.
And nobody was out there fucking saying, well, if you're fucking supporting George Bush, then you're a racist and you want to kill black people. And
right.
It wasn't like that. It was just like, all right, Bush is a fucking fool. If you support him, then you're a fool too, or your ideas are foolish. And that was it. There was none of this nonsense. It was fucking terrible. Or it is fucking terrible. I mean, it wasn't terrible then. Even Obama, where it got bad. You know, I fucking hated Barack Obama. I thought Barack Obama was the biggest bag of shit that this country has ever seen. Honestly, worst president in my lifetime.
Yep.
You know, I'll say that all day long. That guy did more to hurt this country than anybody in the history of this country. And I was very vocal about it. You remember the Facebook that would just go on and on and on and on and on.
You spent half your day just going back and forth on Facebook.
I did. And I hated that fucking bag of shit. But you know what? Even with my friends that were definitely pro-Trump or pro-Obama and hated that I was anti-Obama, they never were like, well, I can't fucking talk to you anymore. They never were. They were just like, well, you're an asshole, or, you know, someone would call me a racist or something to say that my views were racist or whatever. But, you know, none of them were like, well, fuck you. I can't fucking deal with you anymore because of what you think, man.
Yeah.
Just fucking so pathetic now. It's laughable now. Look at that one. The last good president we had was Bill Clinton.
Really?
Stop it, Jason.
When was that?
Jason is considering I was in the military at that time and I watched that guy gut our fucking military and watched fucking people with good military men with 15 years being told they had to force retire because they just wanted to gut the military and closing all the bases and dismantling our human intelligence so that we had no eyes and ears on the ground, which ultimately caused 9/11. Bill Clinton was a bag of shit.
Yeah.
The only thing Bill Clinton did right, and I will give him credit for this, he was the last president, with Newt Gingrich's help, to put forth a balanced budget.
Right.
He was the last one to do that, and I will give him credit for that. But, you know, and I'll give him credit for getting his dick sucked in the White House, too. Good for him. Looking at what he was married to, good for him for finding some kind of strange.
Yeah. Well, you know what the thing is that, you know, being that you're a big documentary person and whatnot, that shenanigans in the White House with interns and shit, he's just the only one who got caught or reported on.
Oh, yeah, they all fucked their interns.
I mean, the more and more stuff are coming out about Kennedy.
Oh, Kennedy fucked everybody.
I know. But he was banging out a 19-year-old intern.
Of course.
You know? And the thing is you didn't hear about it until, you know, within the last, 5-6 years?
Yeah, there was a reason that he had 32 fucking chefs, and all of them were female and about 22 years old. Because he'd bang them once or twice and get rid of them before they could talk.
Right. So that's nothing new.
No, there's nothing new to it. Clinton's the only one that... he's the only one that got caught, really, is what it boiled down to. Because of that fucking disgusting... Talk about wanting to see Dumbo. Linda Tripp.
Yeah.
Jesus God. She looked just like Dumbo. That's an ugly broad.
And you know what the thing is that people today, because they don't understand the history, Clinton got impeached.
Yeah.
But people today, they think, well, Clinton got impeached because he had sex with Monica Lewinsky.
No.
It's like, no, he didn't get impeached because of that. He got impeached because he lied to Congress.
Yeah, he committed the ultimate sin of a politician, lying to Congress.
Yeah, he lied to Congress. That's why, not because he had some kind of sex, of sex with Monica.
Yeah, if he would have gone when he got called into Congress and said, yeah, she sucked my cock.
Yeah.
It would have been like, okay, that's it. You'd have had news for weeks, but nobody would have been able to do anything.
Yeah. It's like,
it's not illegal.
Yeah, I did that. I shouldn't have, but yeah, I did it. All right. So now what?
He should have just said, for God's sakes, look at what I'm married to. Not guilty, Mr. Clinton.
Exactly.
Not guilty. Jesus Christ. Was there ever a time that Hillary Clinton was hot?
No.
Even like remotely hot?
I can't say that for me personally. No, I've seen a lot of different pictures of her from the early days all the way up to obviously where she is today. Mm-hmm. It's like, no.
So what do you think it was about her? And I know we're all over the map.
It's power. It was power.
But she didn't have any power when you started fucking her.
Yeah, but see, she was driven. She more or less supported Clinton's career aspirations.
Yeah, but this guy was probably getting some grade A pussy when he was in his 20s.
Yeah, but she was good optics for him.
But he settled for. You think that he was just like constantly fucking everything and just hanging with her?
Yeah, more or less. It's more of a business relationship than anything else.
You think it even was when they were in their 20s?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, if you there's a couple of documentaries out there that basically Hillary was always politically driven, even in her late teens, early 20s.
Okay.
She worked for back in the 60s. She worked for what was his name? Goldwater.
Barry Goldwater.
Yeah. She was a Goldwater girl.
Yeah.
Even back then.
Yeah, wasn't she somehow involved in Whitewater as well? Somehow, some way?
You mean Watergate?
What, Watergate?
She worked for a lawyer. Whitewater. She worked for a Watergate lawyer.
Yeah.
So she was always in the political mix, even way back then.
Yeah.
So it was good optics for Clinton, and she basically saw the potential in him, and hitched her wagon to him. But there's still even question whether their daughter is even their own.
Hillary or Chelsea?
Chelsea.
Whose else would she be? The Predators?
No, who was the trying to think who they've had some dalliances with.
And from looking at her, I might guess Bobcat Goldthwait.
But there's even question whether Chelsea is even Bill and Hillary's kid.
No kidding. I did not know that. Yeah.
Look that up. See what the rumor is about who Chelsea Clinton's father is.
Let's see. Who is really Chelsea
Clinton?
Dad. Well, it says Bill Clinton, but let's dig deeper. Who is Chelsea's real father? Black Bag and Gawker. Let's see if that has anything. Who's that guy? Webb Hubble.
Yeah.
It could be. Yeah, she did not. She definitely took a beating from the ugly stick.
Yeah.
Holy cow. That is not a good-looking woman. I'm sorry, but she really... I'm no catch, but... Oof.
Yeah, it says, you're right. Chelsea Clinton's father has been long rumored to be Hillary Clinton's former law partner, Webb Hubble.
Hillary Clinton looks like the kind of girl that fucking Henry Kissinger would have been banging. Yeah, do it like that. Do it like that, Hill. It could be. People are putting the pictures in the chat room now. Could very well be. I don't know. She's ugly like Hillary, though. I think she's Hillary's.
Well, no.
She's got to be Hillary's. What
yeah, but
it's
the Bills.
I'm a fucking idiot.
Yeah. It's like the blonde who found out she was pregnant.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's mine.
What a dumbass I am. I wonder if it's Hillary's. What the fuck?
Yeah. Presidential paternity cover-up. Bill Clinton confessed he's not Chelsea Clinton's real father, aide claims.
Oh, good one, PC. PC picked one. Who's uglier? Chelsea Clinton or Amy Carter?
Boy. Well, they're both Democrats, so that just automatically makes them ugly.
Amy Carter. Oof. Oh boy, she did not age well. Oh, no. My God, she looks like a lesbian gym teacher. Let me put that picture in the chat room here.
Yeah, I'm looking at a picture too.
Whew. There we go. In the chat we go. Amy Carter. There you go. Whoa. What happened? Not that nothing happened. She stayed as ugly as she was as a kid.
Right.
Wow. My goodness.
So what would you go, Chelsea Clinton or Amy Carter?
My God, suicide. I think I'm going Chelsea Clinton.
Over Amy Carter, really?
I think at least the picture I'm looking at here in the chat room, I think I'm going Hillary or Chelsea Clinton.
Chelsea Clinton's uglier.
No, I'd rather fuck Chelsea
Clinton.
Clinton.
Yeah. That's I thought you were saying Chelsea Clinton was uglier.
No, I'm saying Chelsea Clinton is more doable than that.
Right.
My God. She looks like the assistant gym teacher in Porky's. Boy, that's an awful choice, though. All right, Neely, how many drinks?
To bang her?
Yeah.
Well, I've never been obliterated. I would think it would take at least an entire bottle of vodka.
Vodka?
An entire bottle.
What about Chelsea?
Half a bottle.
Half a bottle?
Yeah.
What about Michelle Obama?
Oof. Death.
So, Michelle Obama, Chelsea, or Amy Carter. Rank them in order. Best to hottest to nottest.
I would have to play fuck, marry, die.
Okay. No, you can't. You have to.
Well, that's what we're ranking them, right?
Yeah, but I'm not saying kill them. I'm saying, and plus we don't want fucking knocks at the door either.
Right, of course.
Let's just say rank them from hottest to not.
Well, if it's those three, I have a choice.
Yeah.
Are we talking about attractiveness or banging them?
I'm talking banging them just one time.
Oh, one time banging them?
One time you just committed some major crime.
Right.
And your sentence is to be on national TV.
Right.
And you have to bang one of them. And there's no getting out of it.
Oh, you have to bang one of them?
Yes, on national TV.
Oh, well, I'd bang Chelsea Clinton.
First?
Yeah.
And then second?
I'd have to close my eyes and bang Amy Carter.
And then Michelle Obama.
Yeah.
See, I would probably take Michelle Obama in the 2-hole if I knew there was a 2-hole. But because I'm not sure if there's a cock there.
Right.
That makes you almost have to consider that in the 3 spot.
Of course.
Just because you might take down the granny bloomers and find a cock.
There might be a wang there.
Yeah, there might be fucking a swinging dick and some balls.
Exactly.
Boy. Okay, here now let's take this even further.
All right.
Now we're going to go to 4. Chelsea Clinton, Amy Carter, Michelle Obama, Barbara Bush.
Barbara Bush?
Barbara Bush.
Now or before she died?
Now she's dead. But we could go with now.
So a dead Barbara Bush.
Dead Barbara Bush. Let's start with that. With a dead Barbara Bush, Amy Carter, Chelsea Clinton, and Michelle Obama.
Wow. Well, I'm still going to start with Chelsea.
Okay, Chelsea's number 1
because I know that she's a woman. I'm pretty sure of that.
We'll add the stipulation that Barbara Bush is still room temperature, so it's not too cold or not too warm.
Oh, wow. Fucking the dead, huh?
Yeah.
Fucking the dead over a potential tranny.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, it's still going to be Chelsea then Amy.
Okay, 1 and 2 solidified.
All right. Boy, but you got, at least we know Barbara was a woman. I'm gonna.
The real question is potentially gay versus necrophilia.
Right. Yeah. So it's going to be Chelsea, Amy, Barbara, and then.
So you'll take the death over potential gayness.
Yeah.
So I might go I think I got to go the other way. I think dead is just off the table.
It is off the table.
It's just. I think I gotta go with Michelle Obama in the 3 spot.
Okay.
Because that's a terrible, terrible choice.
Yeah.
That's on the same level as which one of your kids do you want to kill? It's really in that fucking vein there. What a bunch of choices.
I know. See, this is where your mind goes when you're watching too much TV.
I guess so. And whoever put the picture of Jenna Bush or the Bush daughter, the one Bush daughter is hot to me. She is hot. The blonde one?
Yeah.
I've always thought she was hot. I don't know what her name is. Is that Barbara or Jenna?
Well, they're twins, right?
Yeah. Well, they don't look like twins,
but they are twins, right? The Bush daughters. So. I think they're twins.
Yeah, I think so, but
I think it's Jenna that's the hot one.
Whichever one is the blonde one is the one I think is pretty good. Now, she definitely is way hotter than any of these other ones. Okay. Michelle Obama, Barbara Bush now, Lady Bird Johnson now.
Wow. Well, that's just a skeleton.
Okay. So and Barbara Bush is probably just a skeleton at this point too.
Possibly. So
you can fuck one of 2 dead hips or Michelle Obama.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to go with Michelle.
You would take Michelle Obama?
Yeah, I think I might have to on those 3 choices. if that was a have to.
Yeah.
Where did Lady Bird Johnson pop up?
I don't know. Just jumped into my head. Okay, here's a good one. Melania Trump. We'll go to a good one.
All right.
Melania Trump or Jackie Kennedy the day before John got his head blown off. So in her absolute prime.
Well, they're 2 pretty good ones.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I think, boy, that's almost a tie.
Yeah. I know which one I would take.
I think I would go with Melania.
Why Melania?
She just seems, she just sort of has something about her.
Mm-hmm. See, I think I'm going Jackie O. Just because she just seems like she was much more whorish.
Whorish?
She was more whorish.
All right.
I mean, look at her. She was absolutely willing to just jump. Husband gets his head blown off right in her lap, and a couple years later, she's banging some other dude for more money.
Yeah.
Her pussy was so good that some other guy with a ton of money was willing to put himself in the fucking crosshairs of a potential shooting.
Right.
To fuck her. That's pretty good puss. That's pretty good pussy. That's fucking grade A.
So do you think it was because of the pussy or because of the ties and the prominence of it?
What, that he was banging Jackie O?
Yeah.
What's it, Onassis?
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's a little of both. I think there was definitely something about the prominence, but she was a good-looking woman.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to argue that.
And she was a very good-looking woman, and she had proven to make some pretty good-looking kids too.
Sure.
If you wanted to have kids, that's some good ass.
So you went to a party with Jacqueline Onassis. If you're so smart, why don't you wear glasses so you can see what you're doing to me?
Okay, here we go. Melania Trump,
Yeah.
Jackie O,
Okay.
at her hottest, Princess Diana.
Oh, see, I never thought she was that hot.
I wasn't either.
Yeah, so I would go either Jackie or Melania and then Princess Diana.
Okay.
She wasn't that good.
All right, then let's go the other way. Amy Carter, Chelsea Clinton, Princess Diana 30 seconds after hitting the wall.
You mean she was smashed?
Yeah,
Oh.
but not dead. She wasn't dead right away.
Yeah, she would still rank last.
She's still last?
Yeah.
What about if I throw Michelle Obama in there?
Ugh, boy.
Is her bleeding from injury pussy better than Michelle Obama?
Yes,
Is still better?
it's still better.
We are so going to hell.
I know, it's just bad. Well, I got something to get off this topic.
All right.
Same going to hell, though.
Okay, good.
Same having bad sex with the wrong people.
Okay.
A woman avoids jail after having sex with her dad in a jealous competition with her sister.
Wow. Holy smokes.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
So this just kind of dovetails into every pathetic thing we've just been talking about.
Yeah, of course it does.
A Nebraska woman will not go to jail despite marrying her father as part of a competition with her half-sister to have sex with her dad first.
Oh, good. Good. It's good to see that fucking morality is alive and well.
Exactly.
Holy cow.
According to a court affidavit obtained by the Omaha World Herald, Samantha Kirschner, 21, met her biological father, Travis Fieldgrove, 40, at the age of 17 after begging her mother to learn the identity of her father in order to meet him.
Wow.
Both Fieldgrove and Kirschner told authorities that in the 3 years after meeting, they maintained a normal father-daughter relationship.
Okay.
Neither Kirschner or Fieldgrove offered police any explanation as to when and how their relationship turned sexual. They did, however, confirm to the police that they started having sex in September of 2018, stemming from a jealous competition with her half-sister regarding who could have sex with their father.
So are they half-sisters because he's not the dad or because the different moms?
It says with her father, so it doesn't say, it says biological father.
Oh, God. Jesus.
Once cops began investigating the nature of their relationship, the two allegedly traveled to Adams County Courthouse in Hastings in October to get married, the affidavit says.
Okay.
Fieldgrove told authorities that he didn't believe he was the woman's father as his name was not on her birth certificate. A DNA test was taken and showed a 99.999% probability that he was indeed Kirschner's father. Both Kirschner and Feldgrove were initially each charged with one count of incest, but she eventually pleaded no contest to charges of a misdemeanor, false reporting, and was spared jail time as a result.
Did he raise them?
No, she just met him at 17 years old.
Oh, all right. Gee, girl, your pussy tastes like my sweat somehow. How's that happening?
Instead, she received 9 months of probation by the Hale County Court. Fieldgrove pleaded no contest to incest and sentenced last month to 2 years in prison. After his release, he will be barred from having contact with Kirshner.
All right.
Both still face incest charges in Adams County, where they were married. Kirshner also faces a charge of making a false statement under oath in Adams County. It is unclear if they have entered pleas to the Adams County charges, and they were not able to reach them or their attorney, who could comment on their behalf.
Is incest still a crime because of religious reasons or because of the fucked up baby reasons?
Well, I'm pretty sure it's for health reasons.
You think it's the health reasons?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I'm just curious because it just seems like we're so fucking depraved now. That just seems like such a softball in a world that's way more fucked up.
Well, I'll tell you what. I mean, you don't live too far from some Amish communities.
No, not at all.
You live what is it, Middlefield?
Yeah,
Middlefield is not that far from you.
Yeah,
but that's a big Amish community up there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what these Amish communities were finding out was that after a while, because they're such a closed-off community, that their genetics were getting corrupted, because after a while you end up marrying or having children with somebody that you're ultimately related to.
Right.
And so the Amish, what do you want to call, hierarchy, whatever their governance is, was allowing the young men from their community or their colony to go seek out brides from other colonies.
From other Amish colonies?
Other Amish colonies, yes.
Not running the bars or anything?
No. They would travel to other Amish colonies to date or, get fresh blood in the...
fresh blood. Fresh blood to replace the tainted blood.
Yeah, because their DNA and stuff was getting weakened.
Yeah.
Because of all the I'm going to use a bee terminology, cross-pollination.
All right.
There was too much of that going on.
But with all that going on, doesn't that make all of it weaker? Because now they're pollinating over in this.
No, because they got new DNA that they're mixing with now.
But I can't imagine that they're going all over the place. I'm sure they're loading a bunch of dudes up to the same fucking town.
Well, maybe, or they're just going to different ones. I mean, because there are other colonies, here in Indiana, and there's some over in Pennsylvania, and so they could travel out and go find a bride somewhere else,
right?
Rather within their own little community there.
Right. Well, just, I don't know. Just the thought of busting a nut and then putting those scratchy pants on after you're done. Fuck that.
Well, I'll tell you a real quick story. Right. My dad, when my grandmother, my father's mother, was still living, she lived till she was like 96.
Okay.
Well, she lived with my dad. She was in very good health, still very sharp as a tack. I mean, she still got around on her own and stuff. She used a cane or a walker, but she still could get around and really, really lucid all the way up to the day that she died.
Okay.
So while she was living with my dad wanted to do something to keep her occupied, and somewhere in the family, somebody in the family compiled all these history books of the family, like this family tree thing.
Okay.
And I think there was like 4 or 5 volumes of the history of each member of the family on her side. And people, they were contacted by whoever it was who put these books together and said, hey, if you got any photos or anything you could submit to this to help with the history of the families and who was related to who and, all that other stuff.
Right.
So they had gotten these volumes of books. Now, my dad came from a very, very small Kentucky town way down where Greg lives.
Okay.
You know, way down in the hills, down in the coal country.
Way in the boonies.
Yeah, and same thing happened down there, much like the Amish communities, that, you know, they didn't have a lot of influx of new blood. Mm-hmm. So after a while, just people started intermarrying with, you know, you might marry your third cousin or, you know, something like that, just because you were so closed. The community was so closed.
Right.
Because they were out in a very remote part of the country.
Okay.
So I was looking through these books, and there were some really wild-looking people in these pictures. I mean, their eyes were kind of fucked up, or their teeth were all fucked up, or maybe they had one short arm, or and that's no joke.
Right.
You know? And it was very clear that the problem there was that the strain was getting weakened.
Jeez, oh man.
You know, and I was sitting there looking at these. I go, wow, who's this guy? Look, you know, who's this wild person? You know, or whatever. Right. And so my grandma, without really thinking about what she was even saying or even intimating, and it wasn't a dirty secret or something. It was just the fact of life. Right. And he goes, yeah, that was so-and-so's daughter, or, you know, they were married to so-and-so. You remember that, you know, they lived down the ridge from us. The one, she had really bad eyesight, and that other one, he had like a short arm, or he walked with a limp, or, you know. You know, she would just describe these people by their physical, you know, attributes.
Right.
You know, and it was just like, wow, that was very clear that was due to the cross breeding,
right,
among you know, the hill folk.
That's funny.
You know, and when I brought that up, she got all mad and stuff, and she goes, I'm going to put those books up, and you're not going to be looking at those anymore.
Stop with your judging, Wendell.
Yeah, well, it wasn't that. It was just that when she realized that was what was going on there, it was almost like hit her like a ton of bricks.
It's like, oh, stop it.
Yeah, but that's just fact.
It's funny,
you know. So as far as the laws are concerned, I really don't think it's really a religious based thing. I think that they just realize that if you start, you know, having offspring with somebody that's too close to your, you know, your gene pool, it just weakens it and causes birth defects, and, you know, just it's problematic.
Right. It's crazy.
So if there's still incest laws in place, I really just think it's for public health.
Okay. I just wasn't sure. It just seems we do so many other fucked up things.
Well, that is true.
You know, that just seems like it would be low on the poll these days.
Yeah. Well, I mean, do you remember? Maybe you remember, maybe you don't. But prior to getting married, you had to go get a blood test.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but when I got married in '84, I didn't have to go get a blood test.
Well, they just were like, "Hey, whatever, come on."
Yeah, you just go get a license. You didn't have to, you know, get a physical or get a blood test or anything else.
Right. No, we definitely had to get a blood test.
You did?
I did, yeah.
Okay. Was that part of the military thing, or what was that?
Arizona.
Okay. Well, then they must have still had that in place.
Yeah, I definitely had to get a blood test.
Yeah, because I didn't have to do that in Ohio.
Nope, we definitely did. I remember specifically having to go and get it done.
Yeah, but they used to, you know, there was more of a screening process, you know, years ago.
Right.
But not anymore.
No, now it's like, yeah, fuck, come on.
Exactly. All right, well, that's going to wrap up the show.
Wow, what a show tonight.
It was pretty different.
4 segments and out.
Yeah. You're done, pal.
Yeah, now this will be. I can't wait to see how long it takes to fucking transcribe out that fucking Don Dokken interview. That thing's gonna take 8 hours to save. Oh boy. All right, that's fine. Whatever.
All right. Well, we appreciate everybody who's tuned in and was part of the show. And thanks to Don for hanging out with us for a couple hours and all that good stuff. And
Yep.
I will let you pick the closing song.
All right. I'm going to go with Sons of Apollo, Coming Home.
All right.
How about that, or Come Home, or whatever it's called.
Sons
I think it's called Come Home.
All right. Let's see here. Sons of Apollo.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dum, dum, dum. Was it Come Home?
Yeah, Coming Home, something like that.
All right.
It's like track 3, maybe. I was listening to that earlier in the week. I just like it.
Okay. Your good friend Jeff Scott Soto.
Yeah, and I got offered to interview Bum.
Oh, really? The Bumblefoot.
BM.
All right. I thought he was out playing with Survivors. Asia. It's one of those.
Asia. But yeah, I was offered it to talk to him about Asia.
Okay.
So I took that. I couldn't leap at that fast enough.
All
I
right.
want to talk to the Bum about Asia.
There you go. Is it really Asia with you in the band, Bum?
Yeah. What do you think, BM? BM.
Yeah. BF.
Yeah, BF.
Bumble.
What, BM. I don't want to call him BM.
Yeah.
Movement. BF. I'll just call him B.
Right. All right. Well, we're going to get out of here. Appreciate everybody who's tuned in. We'll be back next Saturday. We'll do it all over again. So here it is. It's Sons of Apollo with Coming Home. So until next Saturday night, this is Neeley along with my very good friend
Chris Egan.
And we're gone.
I gets.